What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is All Things Cinco EDC. I'm Cinco. Thank you for joining me once again. If you're back again for another one, if this is your first time and you like All Things EDC, subscribe down below. Hit the little notification bell so you get a notification when the new videos come out. I'm trying to put out constant new content for you guys on different things. It seems like you guys like firearms more than anything, so I'll keep bringing that as much as possible. But today's going to be a short, sweet one. This is going to be an unboxing of a brand new EDC pistol I got, if you saw the little teaser I did before. So let's do a quick unboxing, what comes with it, what it is. And since this is the first pistol I buy since the channel started, I'm going to take you from stock Glock all the way to its final stages. Once we put accessories on it, put different modifications, we'll record the whole journey and we'll take you guys through it. I'll tell you guys why I picked what I picked, what I'm putting on, and things like that. So let's just get right into it, see what comes with it. We got a lot more videos to make on this thing. So here we go, down to the tabletop. So here we are, guys, down at the tabletop. Like I said, this is going to be a short, sweet, quick video. As you can see, this is a Glock here. So let's go ahead and open it up. And I'm sure as many of you have guessed it, you'll know exactly what pistol this is because I've hinted to it in previous videos. So here we go. You see your standard label here, boom, boom, Glock. Here we go. This is her right here. So as you guys can tell by now, this is the old skinny mini Glock 48 MOS version. So this is what I had planned on getting as my new EDC pistol because of the previous video I did on the Skinny 19, the Glock 48 video I did before this, which was an earlier version of it. This is why I opted to get this one for a couple reasons that we're going to get into now. But first, let's do this quick unboxing. So as you can see here, it comes with a mag in it already. Standard 10 round. This is not going to last very long. The shield arms S15s are on the way already. But it does come with the two polymer mags with the orange followers that they started doing with the Gen 5s. So that's cool. They're OEM mags, so those will always keep their value there. We got a standard pistol lock here, as every gun owner probably has a ton of these laying around. You got your standard cleaning rod here in case you've been living under a rock and you don't know how to use these. You screw that on, you clean the barrel out there. You can take this off, it's got multi-use because you can stick a rag right in that little thing there, thread a rag through there, and you can clean your bore out. They always say keep going in and out until that rag comes out clean. But this is why we buy Glock, baby. This thing will go 1,000 rounds, thousands of rounds without having clean, no malfunctions. Glock goes bang every time. So aside from that, you got standard paperwork, manual. You got a little envelope here with all your safeguards, blah, blah, blah. Like I always say, it's always good to go through this thing at least once. You might see something in there that you didn't know about that people take for granted. Now, like I said, this is the Glock MOS version. So in case you didn't know, let me see. Glock stands for Modular Optic System. See right there. So it gives you instructions on how to do different things here, what kind of footprint it has for the red dot. It comes with this little screwdriver, this little, well, they call it a screwdriver, a torque screwdriver, Allen key for normal Joes like me and you, but not standard Allen key. If you can see the star bit on the end there. So that's going to fit perfectly in this top plate here to take this thing off. So let's move all this to the side and go over this pistol just as we have it. And like I said, I'm going through this unboxing quick. I just picked this thing up today, so I'm getting this video out the way because I don't like to keep a gun stock for very long. So I just wanted to get a video of how this thing looks fresh out the box. So once again, this is the Glock 48, 9mm. This is the standard frame that comes also with the Glock 43X. So it is a longer frame. That's why this thing, I don't consider it a subcompact as many people do. It's just a skinnier compact. If you haven't seen the video I did on the other Glock 48, go over there because I overlay this thing onto a Glock 19 and you can see two-dimensional. It has the same size as a Glock 19. It's just much thinner. And that's why it only holds 10 rounds because it's a slimline single stack. But like I said, the S15 shield arms, S15 magazines Gen 3, I've already got a couple of those on the way that can hold 15 rounds. So you can hold the same capacity as a Glock 19, with a much thinner profile on it. So front to back, you got your serrations here. This has the Glock Marksman barrel in there. So it's a little better than the older versions of Glock. Slightly better. It's not gonna make you a better shooter or anything, but it's slightly better. So any little improvement, hooray for that. You got these horrible Glock sights on top, which I don't really care for because we're gonna go for red dot, but I will try to switch these out for some metal ones. I'm just not in a hurry to do it, but they work perfectly fine. Glock has always worked perfectly fine with those. You can still shoot straight, equal height, equal light there. So they work just fine. So like I said, this is the Glock 48. It's interchangeable with a Glock 43 slide. So if you put a 43X slide on here, it'll fit perfect with this frame. You got the rear serrations here on the back. You got the MOS plate here. So you can remove this and put whatever optic you want here. I already have an optic for this thing. I bought the 507K HoloSun green dot. So that's gonna get installed rather soon. This is why I'm getting this video out the way while it's still stock. You got the 9x19 logo on top. It says Glock. You got everything standard there. Standard Glock configuration here. It's got the regular little square texture, which nothing major, not super aggressive. It's not very aggressive at all, but it does what it has to do. This thing is pretty slim, so it's pretty easy to hold into the hand. It's got a little flare out there in the front, which helps for grip. So I like that. Standard magazine catch, nothing new there. It's got all the same things you know on a Glock. Now, the reason I went with this version and I didn't get something similar to the version in the video I made is because these later iterations come with the rail, as you see here on the front. So that will be equipped with a flashlight, which I already have. We'll save that for another video. And the modular optic system, which the other one did not have. And I'm huge on red dots. Red dots are the future. The reason I love red dots over iron sights, though I still practice iron sights, I think red dots are the future because you can threat focus. Normally when you're doing iron sights, you have to focus on the front sight in order to get better hits on target and get stable hits. But I like for EDC having a red dot because I can focus on the target that I need to hit and then just superimpose the dot on it. So if you have any questions about that, just let me know. I don't want to go too deep into that, but threat focus is my #1 reason for having a red dot. So that's why I wanted to go with this thing. And I wanted to get black. I'm not a huge fan of the two-tone, though I think it has its good looks. I like better that it's all black. I think it's a better foundation to do a bunch of the things that I have planned to do with this thing. So aside from that, you got your standard Glock trigger here, which I don't plan on keeping for long either. Once I do a 25-cent trigger job, this thing will shoot a little nicer, but this trigger does what it has to do. It's far from being the best, and it's actually probably the mushiest trigger you can get, but it does what it has to do. It's good for EDC because it's not super light. It's not super easy to pull. It has the little trigger safety, as you've seen in other videos there, that you have to push on it to defeat. Weapon is clear, so you have to push on that thing. If you just push it from the outside, it jams up there. But once you defeat that thing, you can pull on it. I think that's the first trigger pull since I got this thing. So you guys just got to witness that. Yay, yay. So that's it. That's the Glock 48. It's got the same size as the Glock 19. So like I said, go check out the other video where you can see this thing overlaying over the 19. Same size, much thinner. Okay. So I used to carry a 19. It was just way too bulky. So I switched over to the P365X, which I've been carrying for a couple years now. But once I shot this thing in the review that I did, I fell in love with it. So it converted me back over to Glock because I was really good on target with this thing and the recoil was so much more manageable than the 365X. So here we go, man. This is the beginning of the journey. I plan on doing a trigger guard undercut, double undercut here, which I'll do myself. I'll do the stippling myself. I'm going to go to the professional guy named Charlie over there in Central Florida who does amazing work on cerakoting. So I'm going to send it on over to him. And that's it, guys. We're going to start this journey. Take a look at her now. She's stock. We'll see where she ends up in a couple months. If you guys got any questions, let me know down below. If not, comment, like, share, subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Get informed, get armed, get trained. Jesus Christ is King above all things. I love you guys. Take care.